You see the little purple chat area here? When the customer reaches out, that should have a circle with like it should be a red circle telling me that they reached out because I didn't hear the notification and they wanted me to add something. Has requested a call. Please call them when you can. Well, I didn't hear any of that. Wow. I'm noticing it now in the car. The app never notified me. Of course, I would have added that, but I was never informed. Right there. That should be out like that with a red circle. I was never informed that they reached out. I feel bad, but I didn't know.
When I got to the drop off, the app would not let me take a picture. It wasn't asking me to show proof of delivery. So that was another glitch. It's Saturday night. I came out during prime time to earn a little bit of money, and I just completed 2 ships. One at a Lidl, very local, one at a Target in Freeport. I live in Freeport. And when I shopped at the Lidl, I've discussed Lidl before. Well, I'm discussing how every single store we shop at works differently. The process of paying for the products that you're shopping for. There are so many different ways of doing it. Now, I've been there. This is my 3rd time with Shipt. 4th time. And the first couple of times I was told to go to the cashier. Got to wait online. Okay. The last time I went there, I was told, and I share it in a video, the guy told me, you come to self-checkout, and there was plenty of self-checkouts open. I still had to wait online tonight. And the manager on duty, I have seen him before. He's helped me just when I'm a customer. I said, the last time I was here, I was told to scan the products and then call a manager over, and you will scan it and send the tax exempt over to that register. And he said, oh, well, you're going to have to wait online tonight. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's always going to be different every time I come in then. And he goes, no. And I said, then, and I wasn't being wise. I said, I don't understand here. Last time, the guy told me, he made it very clear that I needed to come to the self-checkout, call someone over, and it would be swiped, and the tax exempt will be entered at that register. And he said, but when there's a cashier on, you wait on the line. Okay. Now, the last time, cashier closed, and I was already waiting online. The cashier closed. So I walked over to the self-checkout. Maybe because they didn't have any other option. That's the only time that they do it. I just put that together. See, you gotta learn every single store you shop at. There's a different process of how to pay for the goods and get out the door. I just put that together. If there's no cashiers, then you self-checkout. But the last guy told me you always come to self-checkout, and this is how you're going to do it from now on. Because they could have a cashier, and you could wait online 15, 20 minutes. It's like, we're Shipt shoppers. We have to wait online that long, But I'll keep you up to date with that. I just put that together. The last time I was there, the man made it very clear. You come to self-checkout, you scan yourself out, and then you call someone over, and we'll take it from there. Swiping to get the tax exempt over to that register. That's where the self-checkout cash, registers are. You get it. The person working tonight, the person I spoke with, I'm assuming is a manager, told me the next time I come in and I'm completing a shift, tell them ahead of time when I come in so they can get someone to open up a cashier. Now that he did tell me. So they're all telling the delivery person using the app a different story. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's Saturday night. I just came out for a little bit. I drove 31 miles. I shop and delivered, and I completed a Grubhub. And that was it. I completed 3 ships. And 2 out of 3 gave me a tip already. And during the week, I did complete 2 pharmacy deliveries through Rody. And I did complete a Home Depot through Spark. It paid 13 and change. I drove it down the block. I delivered 8 bags of mulch to a senior couple. And they were definitely in their mid-80s. They were up there. So I got that underneath my belt. I didn't discuss it. I learned a new place, like it was the Home Depot in Levittown, but I had to go to the side of the building and go to another location to pick that up because they had it on a rolly thing. And they were all such gentlemen too. They're like, "Do you need help?" I'm like, "No, I'm good," because they were small bags. There were 8 of them, but they were small bags. And so I did learn that too. I did squeeze in those kind of deals. I did squeeze in a little bit of Uber. I did squeeze in a little bit of Grubhub. But this week I mainly focused on Shipt and shopping. I could still be working now. I forced myself just to go out for a little bit, and I got 3 very local Shipts. And I said that's enough, and I squeezed in 1 Grubhub. But I wanted to share with you what happened during the time at Lidl, because I'm not angry at all, but it's always going to be different. Us shop and delivery people have to learn how every single store works. And that goes with Spark, when I'm using the Spark app and the Shipt, and now Uber Eats is entering. Like I picked up King Cullen. All the stores do things differently. I renewed my card with Uber Eats, so I have to wait to receive that card this week. And I'm going through a transition of being more physical in the stores and being more physically fit. A lot of walking, a lot of lifting. I know what I can handle. And I don't miss just driving around. I completed no Ubers tonight. Their map is on fire. Like between 8 and 12 in my market, Uber's jumping on a Saturday night. Places are open until 11. And, you would have business. And Uber Eats and 7-Eleven around here, they get a lot of offers. And it's not just liquor. I mean, a lot of people late night, 11 o'clock, you know what? I need a bag of stuff from Sev. They get ice cream. They get those TV dinners, the mac and cheese. And they get stuff like that. Soda and chips. But they get a lot of business. It's not just alcohol. So I did okay, and I didn't have to go far. And it was just easy going. So let's see if that... I also want to show you the back end. I got another great tip the other night. It was yesterday. It was shocking. I shopped at a Target, and I bought patio stuff. Vases, the ceramic vases, 4 different ones. Extra large candles. I love you, Grandma cup. Marshmallows, detergent, a huge wicker basket, a lunch bag for a kid, and a fanny pack. And the way I packed everything in the big wicker basket, I think they really appreciated it because it's ceramic. So I used the soft lunchbox as a cushion, and I used the fanny pack for the mug. Oh, a box of cereal. I put that in the middle so nothing broke. And I did check the candles before I placed them in the basket at the store because they were like extra large, long candles. And the people obviously appreciated it. I'll show you the great tip I got. I'm in my account, and here we go. Well, the last 2 didn't tip yet, but a tip did come in. Oh, maybe it was that one I was thinking of. I get it, $5 there. And one came in from yesterday, $5 there. There was a $3, and this is the one from yesterday. They gave me $25.66 as a tip. That was really nice. Very nice. Super sweet. They really appreciated it. I wish they all tipped that way, but I do okay. And the one before that, that was the real big one, the $28.92. Then I got a dollar tip before that. They could come strangling in. So I'm not going to cash out until tomorrow because I might go out second half of the day. It's prime time. I can stay really local, complete just a few ships, get gas for the week, and I don't have to go far. You don't always have to go far. I mean, the Levittown, Target, and Stop and Shop, they had orders up until 10 o'clock because then you have to deliver it between 10 to, well, really 11 and 12, and the stores are open till 11 because after 10 o'clock, they don't, no orders show. Once the clock hits 10 o'clock, no more orders show in my market because the stores are closing at 11. So not so bad. So we'll see how I do tomorrow.